All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate the love and support. And yeah, we're gonna keep putting it down the best way we know how to put it down, man. If y'all hear some chewing or whatever it sounds like in the background, that's Miles eating his peanut butter bowl. I bought that food like a month ago. We had put it up when I cleaned the carpet, so and I forgot I had another box of toys put up from him. So he enjoying it right now. So he's doing what he doing. So if you hear him in the background, he just eating his bone. Ain't no babies getting harmed or ain't no dogs getting harmed. We got some updates on Andy Ruiz. Gonna talk about Tank Tevin situation. It's kind of a slippery slope there. Um, Hold on. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about. I got some news that probably I don't know who else got. I doubt it. Some rumors I call it that I know other people don't got. So um, for people who wanna listen, shout out to everybody on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube at Goodfellas Sports TV, or you keep holding it down on Facebook as well too, man. So I heard some things behind the scenes, just calling rumors about Andy Ruiz, and kind of some more stuff that I guess I haven't really been following Eddie Hearn quite that much. Okay, so I haven't. I don't know exactly what he's told you guys, so I'm going to make some clarifications here. And but once again, don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, man. Definitely check them out. If you want to check them out, it's www.healthblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. If you don't remember that, go them over on YouTube. If you're not, all the information is in every damn near in every video I do. All right, so uh, but let's get to it, man. For those who just tuning in, gonna talk about Andy Ruiz, the latest rumors. I got more rumors about it, and actually what's going on. Other than that, we're gonna talk about Javante and the Tevin situation. It's a real slippery slope. It's the ins and outs about boxing, real boxing business that you and I probably don't understand. And I've seen some, boxing business that got some funny ass contracts. So, and then we're gonna talk about Wilder and Fury. They fighting a new date, new venue. They time. They time. Um, yeah. And yeah, let me see who all on real quick. Will, what's going on? Salute. Shout out to everybody that's checking in, man. Salute. Let me hop up in the chat in a minute, man. This nigga tearing his bone up like he just got it yesterday. But hold on. If you're craving. Will, what's going on? Mandela, what's going on? All right, what's going on with Andy Ruiz is this, okay? I don't think nobody else has talked about this yet. Even AKA according to sources, it's different, man. So in a nutshell, what's going on is that Andy Ruiz has agreed to go to Saudi Arabia. He did agree to go to Saudi Arabia. He did sign a contract. All of that is actually true. But the investors that gave Eddie Hearn the money have gave Eddie Hearn a ton of money for the fight. And Andy Ruiz wants more money. That's just what it boiled down to. He also has some other concessions that need to be made. Major concessions. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Andy Ruiz is saying and doing now is somewhat smoke and mirrors to accommodate these things I'm about to speak on. Dude, is the bone that good? I guess so. I'm not gonna fuck with him. He might bite me. I'm saying that jokingly. So the other thing is, oh, sorry, I'm gonna read this shit out loud. So it's a lot of things going on. All right. with Andy Ruiz. Okay. Um, all right. So what's going on with Andy Ruiz? My bad. I got a few messages coming in. So he got a few concerns. My bad, Lathers. So he want more money. So Eddie Hearn, they reportedly said Eddie Hearn got $40 million from the Saudi Arabia president or whatever from the government. I know, at least what I'm hearing, he got $70 million. So he must have got 40 from the government, and then he got a few, well, more than a few extra million, maybe, wherever it came from investors. So altogether, Eddie Hearn has a $70 million bag. People think like, okay, AJ get 50, and Ruiz get 9, and then Eddie spend the rest on the card. It doesn't really work that way. Eddie Hearn is being a scumbag. Eddie Hearn is being he not being honest. The headline is he got $40 million. That fucker got $70 million. Okay, and what he's trying to do is make Eddie Hearn is trying to make Ruiz take 9, and then he gonna get AJ, like reportedly he gonna throw a number out there like AJ getting 30 or 40 million. It's not true. Anthony Joshua is not getting that much money. Eddie Hearn is really trying to pocket this money. He's gonna throw a bullshit card together, and that's just what the situation is. Eddie Hearn is bullshit. He dirty, and it's a lot of stuff. Just pay attention. Um, did you go to the Christian Shield? No, I didn't go to that. No, I don't live near Flint. I'm like an hour away. I'm thinking about going to that fight October 5th though. So I drive up there, but I didn't even know she had a press conference today. I'm not on a media list. So come here, buddy. Yeah, bring the bone. You bring the bone. Get a bone here. Get a bone here. Dude, this dude won't even give me his bone. He just huffed at me. He just huffed at me. He was like, oh, get out of my face, fool. So if y'all hear him, he in his bone. He ain't giving it back. All right, but so Eddie Hearn is trying to play on the money. Eddie Hearn a liar. He got $70 million to play along with. But shout out to Lawrence Williams. I subscribe to Lawrence Williams. He got $70 million to play with. So with that being said, you know how to. I mean, I don't know if you know how the game go. But Eddie Hearn gonna probably make more money than Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz, and he gets a promotional cut out of and a management cut from Anthony Joshua. So if Joshua do get 30, and let's say and this is strictly hypothetical, his promotional rate is 15%, and it's probably way more than that. His management cut is 15%. That's 30% of whatever Anthony Joshua getting right there. He manages and promotes him, which is legal in the UK. Okay. I'm just getting more. And so, out of that, he's still gonna get, like, if he get AJ, he gonna get 9 million out of that. And then AJ gotta pay taxes, whatever its going tax rate is for fighting Saudi Arabia, and he gotta pay his government. Like I said before, AJ is gonna end up like Eubanks, okay? Eubanks is broke, fucking around with Barry Hearn in the sky. And basically everything Andy Ruiz said today, long story short, is because he want more money and he want other concessions being made that Eddie Hearn is neglecting to get those concessions. Okay? He want more money, and if you want to know how much money Andy Ruiz wants, make sure you hit the like button, share the video, both Facebook and YouTube. He wants $20 million. That's what he wants. Exactly what I said. That was a guesstimation for me. Andy Ruiz wants $20 million to go fight in Saudi Arabia. That's what he wants. Eddie Hearn is getting a $70 million bag. He is the champion. He said 50 million before, whatever he said, 40, 50 million before, the shoe high to get the actual number he wants. He wants $20 million. He is the champion, and he does have a right to get more money. He does have a right to get more money. And let me see real quick. And basically they're saying that when it comes to asking for more money, that can lead to the kind of leverage as far as getting another venue. But really, he wants more money. And if they accommodate his money, that goes a long way. All right. Mr. 21 strong salute. Tax Tech salute. Eddie Hearn trying to cap a whole 30 million. Basically, that's what he doing. Only got 40 million from the government. But yeah, remember, it's investors too. So the investors are all together. He got 70 million. Is what I'm hearing. He got 70 million fucking dollars. So if he was to pay AJ 30, he gonna get 9 out of AJ shit. He gonna get Ruiz 9. That's $39. That's $39 million. This nigga was trying to pocket 30 million, and he probably was gonna spend, like, let's say I'm being nice. He probably was gonna spend 1.52 million on the undercard. So this fool was about to pocket like $38 million. He was trying to pocket like 40 fucking $1 million. And it's gonna get worse. I'm gonna keep going. He tried to pocket $40 million, dog. And we know a lot of promoters are crooks. That's why Al Heyman is a blessing. Al Heyman ain't gonna let you get fucked out of no money. Now, if you get your money, you fuck it up yourself. You don't follow the plan. Karate Body salute. Skiing Grizzly salute. That's on you, Sean salute. That's on you. This fool was trying to pocket a whole 40 million. He was trying to come up off the whole 40 million ball. That's nuts. That is nuts. And he was gonna get, matter of fact, that nigga was gonna get about almost 50 million because he gonna get his percentage out of it from Anthony Joshua. Whatever his promotional management cut is, they manage and promote Anthony Joshua. This nigga was about to come up off of 50 million, bruh. Him and his daddy was about to do it big. B.I.G. Eddie Hearn was gonna go to a grave with a story to tell. He was going B.I.G. This dude a crook. He in the media. That's why you can't trust nothing that he say. And you got to remember that. And Adolf, my boy Adolf said he's the champion. Why not? Exactly, bro. I'm not about to get $9 million and Eddie Hearn about to take like $50 million plus. Man, you out your rapping mind. Then he get a percentage out of Chisora and Joseph Parker. They supposed to be fighting on his undercard. He get a percentage out of everybody that probably fight on the card. That's what his promotional company. Whatever his going rate is that he get from them, Eddie Hearn was going to come up like a fat rat, bruh. He was about to come up like a fat rat. See, fuck everything you heard earlier from Andy Ruiz about the venue, he agreed to go to Saudi Arabia. But when they found out what the money he was getting, it was the same problem Deontay Wilder had about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua probably don't know how much money is set for the fight. Anthony Joshua don't even know how much money, not what he getting, of course he should know that, but how much money does the network or the investors or the government is giving him for a fight, and what is his percentage out the pot? This nigga just farted. It stank. I fed him some marshmallows today. I think he liked them. So, like I said before, man, and Eddie Hearn, we ain't even really scratched the surface, dog, to be honest. This is the main part, but this shit get even deeper. This fool trying to pocket a guesstimated $50 million. And don't forget, he get a portion of everybody. He probably gonna have all his fighters fighting on this card. So he get a cut out of each one of his fighters' pockets. He probably promote and manage the majority of his fighters. That nigga's a germ, bro. That dude is like the worst. Ignore everything Andrew Ruiz said earlier about location. It boils down to money. Everything Andrew Ruiz said earlier, besides talking about location, it's about the money. Andy Ruiz agreed to go to Saudi Arabia. Eddie Hearn wasn't lying about that. He was down to go over there, and he was down, and he was gonna get a couple more million, I guess. But when he found out about, and I'll get to these certain, when he found out that how much money Eddie Hearn really got, he getting $70 million for the fight. He probably gonna spend $2 million on the undercard, and that's being nice. Not including that, the money that he get from the network, the money he gonna get in the back end from the Sky, He get a percentage out of AJ check percentage. He get a cut out of Sky. He get a cut out the zone. He get a cut from Joseph Parker, Darius Azor supposed to be on the card. Whoever else on the card, he get a promotional cut. In the AJ case, he get a promotional and manager cut. He's about to pull a fucking Bob Arum, Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya. Bob Arum made more money than both fighters. He was about to get, this level about to escape with like $50 million out of $70 million pot. Just put that on your brain. I done seen boxing contracts with guys. I heard guys give up 50% of their purse to the promoter. And I heard AJ will have a guarantee of 37 mil. So he'll be getting 37 mil. But that's probably 30. Like I said, that's going to go back to Eddie Hearn pocket. Manager, promoter. They not telling the whole story to the public. He told them I got 40 million. The nigga got 70 million. So what's a 70 million a non-split? That's like what? That's like what? Because 9 million to 90 is a what? That's a motherfucking 10% split. So the nigga getting like a 20-25% split? He getting like a 20% split and you the champion? And then they gonna chop AJ check up like crazy, nigga. Because he can't get half of AJ check. So AJ already down to like $18 million. 18.5. So even if Andy Ruiz do win, Eddie Hearn really cashes out on Anthony Joshua. All that other shit they were saying he was getting $20-30 million purses, that's hogwash. Yeah, he might have got that. But guess what? They got half of that at least. So half of 20 is going down. They took their percentage. They doing AJ dirty. I'm telling you that right now. They doing him dirty. So he cashing out AJ without cashing out. And if AJ win, they just cashing back in. And if they're a huge success, then he, instead of going back to the United States and making a ton of money, if they can go to Saudi Arabia every couple years or every other year or whatever, he can guarantee to get 50, 100 million off of that shit. He's creating a new pipeline for Anthony Joshua if he can win. But Al Heyman is protecting his fighter, and he don't know who he fucking with. Adolf on Facebook said this is why Floyd is the smartest man in boxing. No lie. See, Al Heyman is protecting Andy Ruiz. This is Al Heyman. Everybody say, "Oh, fuck Al Heyman." Like, nigga, see, you listening to what Eddie Hearn say. Al Heyman is protecting Andy Ruiz. He said, "Well, give us 20," and then it's problems with the food. Because the greater food over there, Andy Ruiz is worried about his food, the food, for his sparring partners and all of that. The food is important. The food can make him sick. So he want food, I guess, that's from America brought over there. And that's more money out of Eddie Hearn pocket. So Eddie Hearn got to supply, he got to oversupply food for Team Andy Ruiz. The sparring partners, the coaches, his family that come over there. Then it's a security risk. Eddie Hearn, guess how many bodyguards Eddie Hearn is allegedly providing Andy Ruiz with? Guess how many bodyguards he's providing Andy Ruiz? Two. He's only providing him with 2 in a level 2 security country. A country that's in a level 2 security. It's only 4 levels of security. One more level before December 7th, they at the highest level of security. That's DEFCON 20,000. That's DEFCON. That's the most dangerous you can be as a country is level 1. So they level 2 right now. So if something happened between now and December 7th, and they go to level 1, how secure is he? And he only offered them 2 bodyguards. 2 bodyguards. So they want more bodyguards. They want food from wherever the fuck they want food from. Is that somewhere in North America? Mexico, Canada, America? Wherever he want his food from. Those ain't hard to accommodate when you got $70 million. He said, when you go let be on? Shit, ain't no more Google Hangout. They using some other shit. I'll figure it out, bro. So I'm just making sure I ain't miss shit. Boy, is that bone good or not? I think I'll give me one of them bones. Man, he licking the bone like it's the cat. So yup, he like security and food. Shout out to Sport Wood. Go to Wood Stay Real TV. You got a new channel every day. So that's just what it is. He want his 20. And now 20 or 40 don't 20 or 40 people say, oh, Eddie only got 40. Nah, the motherfucker got almost $100 million. Eddie Hearn trying to escape with the bag. He cashing out. He might look at this cashing out AJ or cashing in. Where every other while he can do a fight in Saudi Arabia. See, ain't no real money in the UK because they got a cap on pay-per-view only being 20 pounds. They got a cap. They can't overcharge for tickets. You know, that's why he was scalping tickets and raising the price. He found the loophole. Can't do it no more. So he can't. That's why he couldn't accommodate what Wilder wanted to come over there before. He can't keep up with they paying Tyson Fury and ESPN. They can't keep up with the pay-per-view potential that Fury and Wilder did, or what other fighters can do. So now Saudi Arabia might be every now and again. That might be if AJ can win, which I don't think it's out the realm of possibilities. That might be a point where he can go there and get some real type of money and lure some guys there to get some money. But like I said before, they can easily go up to a level 1 security risk at any time. They can go down. And Andy Ruiz has problems with, and also he has problems with the dress for the women. His mom and sister, I believe, or girlfriend want to go over there, and they would have to cover up. That's not their tradition to cover up. So if his family wanted to come over, his female family wanted to come over there, obviously they not from that country. I don't know if you watch Lifetime movies, if you got a sister, or girlfriend, or mother you watch it with. You see the movies and some of the things that the females go over there with. Ain't no city girl shit over there. So they would have to have the right attire just to be over there. Obviously, they might just want to come over there the day or two before the fight, is what I'm thinking, and watch them fight, and they just get the fuck up out of there right after the fight. And also, you have other concerns that wasn't even voiced. What happens about what if I suffer an injury? Where's the hospital? Where's the nearest physician? How good is the physician? Can we have some American physicians over there? Those are other things that he may voice that may not be out there. Because in other countries, I know somebody that had a tooth infection out there in Africa, and they didn't have a hospital. They moved from America to Africa. They didn't have a hospital. He died from a tooth infection because they didn't have the medical, resources to fix a simple tooth infection. So those are the things that they looking at. I mean, and the medical thing is just something that I raised. So he want protection for his team. He want food that's not from there because it can make him sick. And he want $20 million out of $7 million pot, $70 million pot. And that's just what it boiled down to. And see how Eddie Hearn make it seem like I only got $40 million to play with. He won't have the pot, and he's the champion. He earned the right to be the A-side for this fight. Because AJ ain't bringing nobody paying for to zone for AJ. That's just a fact. Nobody paying for the zone for AJ. People will tune in to Sky pay-per-view. That's it. And Eddie Hearn gotta have this fight on Sky. That's another thing. Eddie Hearn gotta have this fight on Sky with Dillian White possibly being suspended. He's talking about Dillian White gonna fight this year. Bitch, where the B sample at? Where the B sample at? So how he fighting this year? Ain't no B sample came back. You see how he capping for Dillian White, Eddie Hearn, and I don't even meant to take it here. You saw he talking. Oh, yeah, Dillian White, everything go all good. See, I wouldn't sign Eddie Hearn. Now if you bag right, fucking he offer you more money and better shit. But if I'm an American fighter, I wouldn't fuck with Eddie Hearn because he treat his fighters different than he treat American. He using American fighters to try to gain power and leverage. That's what he doing. He using Anthony Joshua. But look here, with Dillian White not being able to be the Sky pay-per-view puller no more, What else pay-per-view puller he got on Sky over there? So that's another reason they got to be in the UK, because another Anthony Joshua pay-per-view at 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning over there, whatever time, it ain't a good thing. It ain't a good thing. This fight will be 9 p.m., 9:30 East. UK time pay-per-view start, and it obviously would be like 5:30 in America Eastern Standard Time. You know, so those are the things that my back shit. There we go. Those are the things that you got to look at. That even though Anthony Joshua for a pay-per-view to come on at whatever 4, 5, 3, 6 in the morning, it did very well for that. But this rematch versus Andy Ruiz should produce over 1 million pay-per-view buys in the UK for Anthony Joshua. Guess who that's more money for? It's more money for Eddie Hearn, Barry, Matchroom. It's more money. So it makes a lot of sense in the world to do it in the UK. See, when Anthony Joshua said, "I want to right my wrongs in the UK. I want to right my wrongs in the UK. I mean, in New York City. I want to do it." No, he didn't. He was a lie. Because he wanted Ishmael Salas to come to the UK. And Ishmael Salas, a Cuban coach who trained Rickendall right now, he trained Yugis for his last fight. He told him, like, nigga, like, come over here and train. He said he didn't want to come over here and train. They have no ambitions on really returning to America no time soon. Garcia Flores, salute. They don't want to come over here, Garcia. They don't. They refusing to come over here because of whatever reason it is. But I know for the fact they want that Sky pay-per-view to be a regular UK boxing time. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. So that's the real spill. I'm just gonna say it's rumored, but that's the real spill. That's why he want more money. All this shit he's saying about the venue is about money. He agreed to go to Saudi Arabia, right? He just found out that the pot was bigger than what they saying, and also the security risk, and also he want more bodyguards, and he want his own food. And Eddie Hearn being the promoter of the event, he has to provide those things. But hey, if they want to tie it up in court for years and lose the belt, guess who fought? Guess who bad that is? Andy Ruiz is a legend regardless. He's a legend regardless. And Andy Ruiz gonna get his money. He gonna get that $9 million back fighting Wilder. I guarantee you that. They can sell Andy Ruiz as the real lineal champ. He beat the guy that everybody said was the guy. It's not a thing. It's not a problem for them to put Andy Ruiz in a position to get money. It's not a problem. They can get him a Wilder fight to say this is the real undisputed. Andy Ruiz is a celebrity. They can put him back in without a belt versus Chris Arreola and beat the shit out of Chris Arreola. And then sell the way. It doesn't matter. Andy Ruiz gonna get his $9 million. That's not a fucking problem. He's a legend. But you know who this don't benefit? Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. Because if them belts disperse and Pulev fight for the IBF, and then Fury might fight for the WBO. They might order Fury and Usyk. But Usyk probably not going, or his mandatory ain't due to 2020. So Fury rated very, very high in the WBO. Let me double check and see how high he rated. I don't know if these. I gotta start using Fight News rankings. Boxing scene don't keep that shit up to date. This shit about a month old, 10 days old. 6 days old. But yeah, Fury and Usyk will be the two next highest rated people for the WBO. If they would strip Ruiz before 2020 when Usyk mandatory kick in, they could, if they don't drop Dillian White, I think they might have already because this ain't updated. They could order Fury and Joshua for the WBO belt because the top four go Usyk. This is August 9th, I think. Fury, White, and Joshua. And Rivas. So Bob Arum, he got a great relationship with the WBO. If he can get, Fury and Joshua ordered, or Fury and Oscar Rivas, they both top 5. And then Pulev will possibly fight Adam Kanauki is the next highest IBF rated guy because it's not a number 2. So you can have a PBC fighter versus Pulev for the IBF. And after Kanauki is Ajit Kabbalah. I don't know who that is. Anthony Joshua 5, Fury 6, Sergey Kuzmin, Joe Washington 8, Luis Ortiz 9, Michael Hunter 10. So you could have Kubrat Pulev versus Kanauki. And you can have Tyson Fury versus anywhere from Usyk to Dillian White. I think he dropped Anthony Joshua Rivas. It's probably gonna be Fury and Rivas for the WBO belt if they strip him, and then it's going to be Kanauki and Puev. And if Kanauki can get a belt versus Puev, they do Ruiz and Kanauki. And I think, or Ruiz should be able to beat Adam Kanauki. That's a good fight. And then they can do Wilder and Ruiz. And then if Fury can come back in the WBA, if they strip him of the WBA, will they elevate Manuel Char, the regular champion, the gold champion Joe Joyce, Trevor Bryan number 1, Usyk number 2, Joshua number 3. Maybe they order Usyk and Usyk go to WBA route because he don't want to fight Fury or whatever. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this fight not happening December 7th, or they stripping some of these guys. It doesn't benefit Eddie Hearn. It doesn't hurt Andy Ruiz. And then my boy Adolf on Facebook say the fight should be in the States. Why in the F did Andy Ruiz agree to this bad move on Ruiz's team? Well, at the end of the day, he was obligated. I mean, I won't say he was obligated. I guess that he thought they was going to get more money, you know. But remember, he on the time clock because he gets stripped. He gets stripped by December 7th. They paid $20,000 for him to get an exception and get that ruling. He gets stripped. But it doesn't matter. PBC is in position to get that belt back with Kanauki beating the fuck out of Puev. They in position to get the belt back. You know? And Wilder and Fury going to fight anyway. So if Fury could pick up the WBO, there you go right there. Wilder can beat, Andy Ruiz can fight Kanauki if he able to beat Puev, and PBC will win that purse bid and make Puev come to PBC. Ruiz to get the belt. He can fight, Kanauki and Ruiz, they can make that fight. Or they can run Kanauki over to Wilder, let Wilder get 2, and sell Ruiz as the real champion. Maybe Ruiz beat up Chris Arreola, who ain't decided to retire. Build his status up. They do that in Southern California, Mexico. Then Wilder beat up on Kanauki, we all think, if he get past Ortiz, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Wilder get 2 belts versus the real guy who beat Anthony Joshua. Long story short, without doing all these hypotheticals, is that it doesn't benefit Eddie Hearn. He doesn't get his comeuppance versus Andy Ruiz, right? He could tie Andy Ruiz up in court all he wants to. You know, but if Andy Ruiz gets stripped of the 3 belts, it's still going to boil down. It's still going to boil down to Fury and Wilder and Ruiz. Because Fury going to pick up the WBO with Bob Order belt. Puev is going to have to fight Kanauki. I think Kanauki will beat Puev. Puev run at the Wilder. And if it still be 3 or 4 belts, fuck the WBA. They can see if they can put somebody in position. So it doesn't matter. Anthony Joshua, long story short, will have to go several different places to pick up a belt. Joshua had to go 7 different places to pick up a belt. So now, see, Joshua got the belt to eat. Al Heyman ran Martin over there. Then he got Joseph Parker. And then who he beat for the WBA? Vladimir Klitschko. Now, you got to see Wilder. Right? You got to see Fury. You still may have to see Andy Ruiz. All 3 guys were capable of beating the shit out of you. So really, do Eddie Hearn want to cry and try to lie as well? It doesn't matter. Al Heyman is already in position to still get Wilder or Ruiz 3 belts. It doesn't fucking matter. Because Tyson Fury deal to ESPN, C-Dub Salute, is tied to Deontay Wilder. The only reason they gave Tyson Fury all that money is because they knew they would get a return in a Wilder rematch and possibly a Wilder trilogy. It don't fucking matter. Bob Arum winning regardless. Al Heyman winning regardless. Ruiz gonna win in the long run. It don't matter. Ruiz gonna make more than his $9 million. He's a legend forever. Anthony Joshua, now he got to go through the killers for the belt. He ain't rated nobody's number 2. Now he got to go through the killers. And is he beating Fury? Fuck no. Is he beating Wilder? No. Is he beating Ruiz again? No. Probably not, unless he in Saudi Arabia. And the other problem Andy Ruiz is having, according to Richard Salute, is he's having African King Salute. He fighting no Salute. Other problem Andy Ruiz is having is that he don't want to get robbed by the judges over there if he go the distance. And probably other things that's not being said behind the scenes is the drug testing. SO Salute. No problem. It's a drug testing is another problem that's happening. Playmaker 28. Ruiz is contractually obligated, but Ruiz could market himself internationally and bring the world money back with him, back to the Dubs, running back. He's not. He don't like. He not conscious. He doesn't have to because he can, but he don't have to. He can get stripped, and then what good is AJ to Andy Ruiz? You see what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn, he's obligated to get more money. He is. He can get more money. He want more money. Eddie Hearn not about to just take 50, 60 million to $50 million and he only get 9. He gonna get Eddie Hearn gonna come out with more money than AJ and Andy Ruiz. And they're gonna expose Eddie Hearn for being the crook that he is. You don't like it? Get out of here. Short tolerance today. You don't like it? Get out of here. Bye, Billy. Billy! Billy! Like a Shazam. No, Billy! Fuck up out of here. Yup, so I don't give a shit. I win either way. If they fight, cool. If they don't, and I gotta watch Anthony Joshua have to go fight killers to work his way back up to try. It's a 0% chance unless Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Andrew Ruiz, Adam Kanauki, Wilder fall off the face of the earth, that he's going to collect 3 belts again. It's that is just like stupid. Just get a fool what the fuck he want. You got enough money, because then they're gonna expose. That's why they wouldn't tell. That's why they wouldn't say how much Joshua was getting. Joshua don't even know how much he was getting. I'm telling you, out of the pot that Eddie Hearn is getting, Joshua don't even know how much Eddie Hearn was getting before it got to him. So Eddie Hearn gonna get exposed if he don't just play ball. You offer the nigga 2 bodyguards. That's garbage. That's garbage. You don't want to give him food, and I'm guarantee you AJ gonna have his own food from the UK. At this point, it can get ugly. Because once again, who does it benefit? Who does it benefit? Who does it? I mean, it's not beneficial to Anthony Joshua at all if the 3 belts get stripped from Andy Ruiz. Now he got to catch them all like Pokemon again. He not beating Fury because he gonna get one. He not beating Kanauki because he might get one. He not beating Usyk if they choose to try to get him. He not beating that man unless he just suck at heavyweight. He's fought at heavyweight in the World Series of Boxing. He not knocking on Deontay Wilder's door. He refused to knock on that door for undisputed. He not doing none of the 4. He not. And then also they can expose Eddie Hearn for being a crook. Then who going to work with him? Then other fighters gonna have people audit, go to court. Oh, how much is Eddie getting? I guarantee you, Rasheed Wild, I guarantee you that same shit that was going on with Golden Boy and Canelo, where Oscar De La Hoya was taking Canelo money and paying the Golden Boy fighters and stuffing him in Eric Gomez's pockets allegedly. I guarantee you that Eddie Hearn is doing the exact same thing with his own money. He get AJ money before he do Sierra Salute. He do. I'm telling you, he's stuffing his pockets. He's stuffing his pockets. And Al Heyman and all them gonna expose that. He said, I only got 40. That motherfucker got $70 million for this fight. And when they was cool with whatever he was agreed to get, the 9 to go to Saudi Arabia until he educated himself. Like, you know what? Security, level 2 security. Oh, I need my own food. Oh, only 2 bodyguards. Oh, you getting $70 million. So Eddie Hearn is the one that's losing. Andy Ruiz a fucking legend. Andy Ruiz is a legend. Don't matter. If Tyson Fury gets stripped and he was on pads and all that shit, and they called him the lineal champion. Andy Ruiz the real lineal champion. He beat the guy. The other side was AJ. So he can sell himself as a real champ. Appreciate it, Mark Blake. Salute. He said, finally caught it live. Keep it up, bro. Salute. Appreciate it. Vincent Guerrero. Yeah, you're right, Vincent. In my AB voice. AJ cooked. AJ got cooked. He cooked regardless. Even if he beat Andy Ruiz and bring the belts back. People gonna want to see him fight Wilder, Fury, Usyk. He not beating none of them. I said that a year ago before he even lost. He won't beat Usyk. He gonna try to make everybody come to the UK. Why should I tell you? He gonna try to make everybody come to the UK. And niggas not gonna fly for that. He's a regional champion. He's a regional champion. He's a regional fucking champion. And this shit crazy. And Al Heyman gonna expose him for being a crook that he is. Apparently, he will make his money whether or not AJ get knocked down or become undisputed. Yeah, but if the fight don't happen, he lose because now his books get exposed. Now Andy Ruiz going around telling what really happened, how much money he really got. The fight don't happen, he lose. The fight, if AJ win, he continues on. If AJ lose, he win because he gonna profit. He can Andy Ruiz $10 more million, $11 more million. He still bringing home 30, 40 million off the fight. So cut your losses and just do the right thing and pay the man. Give him the bodyguards, give him the security, give him his food, make sure sparring partners and shit good. Save yourself, and you never know, AJ might win, but it don't matter if AJ win. He cooked because he got to fight somebody. People not gonna let him sit in the UK and do that shit no more. He ain't gonna be able to hoard the 3 belts. Yeah, he'd be Puev. He were to fight Usyk. I think after the train may stop it, but Eddie Hearn put it back. He'd pay Usyk to sit back for him until AJ get his health up. Or he might just turn around and cash AJ out versus Deontay Wilder. He might. He might just say, yeah, I cash this bitch out and I still got Usyk as a trump card. He might. He might. Karate body off top, you see the box rec goal is that don't matter. The box rec's a joke. I seen it. We talked about it yesterday for a second. It's a joke. I don't know shit. Oh, this nigga want to sleep. Oh, he ain't sleep. This nigga these dogs be side eyeing you and shit like, yeah, nigga, I'm up. I just don't want to play with my bone no more, nigga. Give me another one. That's how he looking at me. Give me another one. Give me another one. Another one. This motherfucker. Let me hold on for a minute. This motherfucker. Let me show you all this shit. This motherfucker. He got peanut butter and shit. This motherfucker. But he had this bitch for a minute too. I had to put up. Like I said, I was cleaning the carpet. This is what he chewing on. And then if you got dogs and shit, and they eat the peanut butter out of it, you just gently clean inside there. You can put just more peanut butter. Not the ones with the peanuts. The peanuts make dogs sick a little bit, depending on your dog. Or you could. My cousin told me you could fill it with chicken broth. I guess you put it like under a pan and freeze it, and you can reduce the bone as long as he don't deteriorate it too much. So yeah, it's just little shit right there. So for people that didn't know, but yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook off that shit. It got cooked. So it's pretty much it. I don't want to spend a ton of time talking about that shit. You feel me? But that's what's going on, man. Because I don't want to oversaturate the stream with the shit. You know, man. Like I said, that shit is a joke. Manny Pacquiao too. So somebody went back and watched all the great fights. Fuck up out of here. Hold on. So yeah, let's talk about Tank. All right. Apparently, I think Tevin Farmer is gonna be fighting JoJo Diaz. I did a video on it earlier, and pretty much I'm hearing that Eddie Hearn got the final say so. He has the final say so for Tevin Farmer next fight. So pretty much Tevin Farmer. Let's just start off here. I didn't really elaborate on this on the video I just did. Tevin Farmer in a win or go home predicament. If he beat JoJo Diaz, he'd get another contract from his own. Okay. I understand his contract is up, but Eddie Hearn has the final say so on his next fight. Eddie Hearn, the zone doesn't want to lose any more belts. Okay? They don't want to lose no more belts. The zone don't want to lose no more belts. And watch my video I did on that. I went in depth in that. So they're gonna do Tevin Farmer and JoJo Diaz. Eddie Hearn is not about to send Tevin Farmer over to Showtime to do even if it's a pay-per-view and it's best for Tevin. he's going to do what's best for the zone. They're going to keep that belt between the zone, Golden Boy and JoJo Diaz, and Matchroom USA. See, I made a $5 million offer to Javante, but when they make a better offer, or come on, what's better? Fighting on pay-per-view, and Tevin will never probably get an opportunity to fight on pay-per-view again. And letting Floyd Mayweather control and Al Heyman control the event, or, for Eddie Hearn was better, or be on his own and do JoJo Diaz and Tevin Farmer and nobody watch it. He not doing what's best for Tevin Farmer. Once again, he doing what's best for Eddie Hearn in his own. So he wasn't willing. He want Javante to come on his own and Al and Floyd to send him on his own, but he not willing to send Tevin to Showtime and do a pay-per-view. Come on, man. Once again, it don't even fucking matter. Tevin Farmer losing which one. That's why you ain't heard Tevin Farmer get a contract extension. If Tevin Farmer beat JoJo Diaz, he get a contract extension. They probably gonna start paying him about $1 million a fight. Because I heard he getting around $500,000. I don't even care. It sure hell wouldn't fight that monster ASAP. If I was Ruiz, I would take the tune-up with the lesser opponent and let Wilder sort the business out with Fury. You said I wouldn't fight. What monster are you talking about? I wouldn't fight that monster if I was... What monster? What monster is he talking about? I know he ain't talking about Anthony Joshua. Because Anthony Joshua ain't no fucking monster. Fuck up out of here with that one. If I was Anthony Joshua, I wouldn't be fighting Ruiz next. Andy Ruiz gonna beat his ass again unless they let him juice up. He lost salute. Oh, Wilder. Oh, Wilder, yeah. Andy Ruiz can beat Wilder, though. I think he could, to be honest. I think he could. I'm not saying he would, but I would give him a chance. He could beat Wilder. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, he gonna go out there and just, like, it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm saying he got a chance. Every heavyweight in, like, the top 10, especially the top 5, can beat each other. They all can beat each other. And that's a fact. Because in the heavyweight division, anything can happen. One punch can change it all. Ruiz got the power and the speed to do so. But I feel you, I won't fight him. I won't fight him right after that. But you got to, because he couldn't, no way. Because he getting stripped. If he not for undisputed, he getting stripped. He got to fight Pulev next. Then they probably gonna order WBO. So he is about 2 years away from Wilder fight. Yes, he could be Wilder, man. Like, that motherfucker ain't unbeatable. I love Deontay. But that motherfucker not unbeatable, dog. Stop it. So y'all saying Andy Ruiz got no chance to beat Deontay Wilder. That's a fucking joke. That's a joke. In any of these heavyweights, Luis Ortiz almost beat him. He almost beat him. What you talking about? Are you not giving him a chance to win? That's all I'm asking. Are you not getting... So he got zero chance to beat Deontay Wilder. Zero chance. So he got zero chance. Just let me know. He got zero chance. 100% sure that... So if a motherfucker say, all right, bet your penis on it, nigga. So you so confident... You so confident, and I'm not saying that I'm not betting 100% on no heavyweight. He got way better, more than 1%. Way more. I'll get Andy Ruiz 20%. Eric Molina was giving Wilder a run for his money. Gerald Washington was doing pretty good in the beginning. Arthur Spilker was doing his thing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's the heavyweight division. One punch, you out of there. Back to them Buck Roger years. Exactly. You're not betting your dick. Exactly. You feel me? Anything can happen in boxing. Anything. Anything can happen. I'm not saying that he gonna beat Wilder ass. I would heavily favor Wilder, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's just like I said before. I'm giving him a chance. He's a champion. You gotta respect that. He can punch. Every heavyweight can punch a little bit. You gotta respect that. He got fast hands. You gotta respect that. He been in 2 world championship fights to this day versus Joseph Parker. I felt he won. He beat Anthony Joshua. You gotta respect that. You gotta just respect his body of work. Stylistically, well, I expect him to go to sleep, but I expect him to land some shots too. You know, but I respect him. Excuse me. I'm giving them a chance. You give every fighter a chance that's in the heavyweight division. You give every fighter a chance in general that's in the top 5, top 10. Every fighter got a chance. Might not be a huge chance. It might be a 5%. You might say it's a 1%. You might say it's 20%. Like, nobody giving Sean Porter a chance. He said Wilder is different. Ruiz fought 8. What does it matter? He beat the dude with 3 belts. What does it matter? Y'all act like Wilder ain't never been like almost lost. He was getting outboxed by Ortiz. He was getting outboxed by Eric Molina. Arguably, people felt that he lost to Tyson Fury. A motherfucker was 400 pounds a year or 2 ago. It's the heavyweight division. Nobody thought Evander Holyfield was going to beat Mike Tyson, but he did it. It's just the game. Nobody thought Andy Ruiz was going to beat AJ. It's the game. You gotta respect the champion, dog. And y'all niggas ain't respecting Sean Porter neither. I'm respecting the nigga with a belt, no matter how he got the belt. Besides Tevin Farmer, and I'll get back to that. I'm respecting the motherfucker with a belt. You got to respect a nigga with a belt. Y'all in my booth, y'all disrespectful. You gotta respect somebody with a belt. Just because you can't see it happen, don't mean it couldn't happen. AJ was a paper champion. A lot of people could say Deontay was a paper champion. That was Vitaly Klitschko belt that Bermane Stiverne won vacant from Cliff Ariella, who he had struggled with Ray Austin before that fight. Nobody thought Bermane Stiverne was going to be a champion, no matter his amateur pedigree in Canada. Nobody thought Bermane Stiverne was going to be a champion. Go watch this fight on HBO with Ray Austin. You tell me that motherfucker look like a world champion. You talking to somebody that know boxing. Especially in the last 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? That was Vitaly belt. He beat Chris Ariella for the belt. So let's stop acting like this nigga is like fucking Ali or some shit. He not. He good fighter. Deontay Wilder, amazing fighter. Ton of power, lot of speed, solid character, great integrity, the whole 9. But ain't no heavyweight unbeatable, especially in this era. Ain't an Ali. It ain't a young Tyson. It ain't even a fucking Riddick Bowe or a Lennox Lewis. It's a couple Lennox with some last. It's not. Y'all niggas acting like this nigga is like impeccable. Like not. He can be beat. We've seen him get outboxed several times. It can happen. It's the heavyweight division, okay? You know, that's just what it is. But it's the heavyweight division. Niggas don't say, oh, he hating on Wilder now. I'm just saying, anything can happen in the heavyweight division, especially everybody so meshed in together. Everybody so packed in. There's not one leader of the pack. It's not like somebody like you put Ali in this generation. Like, damn, when you put Joe Frazier or Foreman, like, damn, he's just so much better than everybody. Like, motherfucker, look at Floyd. If he came, when he had his prime in the welterweight division, like, oh, he's so much better than everybody else. It's not a guy where the pack is here and then everybody's here. It's not a guy to heavyweight division like that. Now, could Deontay Wilder say, okay, Fury, Ortiz, Ruiz, AJ, Usyk, whatever. Hell yeah, he can do that shit. Hell yeah, and he do that like shit. Yep, he proved it. But right now, nobody. Come on, man. Come on. Go sit. Sit. Hold on. You see it? Yeah, I can pound for a second. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But back to Tevin. Um, like I said, it basically is basically keeping that belt on the side of the street. I don't believe in Tevin. Now you tell me tomorrow if Tevin Farmer signs a 3 or 4 fight extension or 2 fight extension with Matchroom in his own, then okay, cool. But if Tevin Farmer beat JoJo Diaz, this is just me with speculation. They're gonna give him an extension. He's going to get an extension, and that's a fact. He's going to get an extension if he beat JoJo Diaz. But what's the hypocrisy here is this: they wanted Javante to be sent over to the zone, but they wasn't willing to send Tevin Farmer over there. See, Tevin would have been able to go to Showtime and do a pay per view. They was gonna do that pay per view. I don't agree with that. Or they want Javante to come to the zone, and both people don't want to send that guy over. Now, if Tevin get beat up by JoJo Diaz, he a free agent. Technically, from what I understand, Tevin is a free agent, but Eddie Hearn still controls his last fight. And typically, what happens is once you have a world championship fight, sometimes your boxing contract, it extends your length of your contract, or it gives them an option on you. So they have an option on Tevin Farmer, it sounds like, to control this next fight. And he will probably be fighting JoJo Diaz. And, a lot of people think JoJo Diaz will beat him. And that's what it boiled down to. So, Eddie Hearn, for whatever reason, Eddie Hearn wanted Javante to come to the zone to fight Tevin. Now, Javante said, you know what? I'll fight Tevin on his own. Al signed off on it. Leonard Floyd signed off on it. He go over there. Eddie Hearn can live with Tevin Farmer getting his ass beat on the zone because he believes in Javante Tank Davis star status. He has a power, okay? He's going to promote the whole thing. He part of his own network. Or he feel that Javante Tank Davis fan base going to come over to the zone, pay for the subscription, say, oh, we really like the zone in the MLB, whatever they got on there, the home run, the whatever it is, the red zone of NFL red zone version of MLB. We like the Bellator. We really enjoyed the zone experience. He thinking that, okay, if Javante can bring the 500,000 or he can bring 1,000,000 people over to the zone for $20, we think we can retain at least 30% of those. We think we can retain 300,000 subscribers with Javante. But what does it benefit the zone? Or what does it benefit Eddie Hearn the zone if Tevin goes over to Showtime? It doesn't benefit nothing. It benefits Tevin Farmer pockets. Eddie Hearn get his little split. DeBella get his split. But what does it do for the zone? Absolutely nothing. The zone don't come back with more money or more subscribers. The zone don't come back with more money. So that's just what it boiled down to. Now, if Tevin Farmer was to beat JoJo Diaz, then he'd get an extension for Matchroom. And that's what it boiled down to. And unfortunately, for Javante, I mean, it ain't gonna happen. I just want to see it happen to people shut up talking about it. Because Tevin Farmer is not on that boy level talent wise. No matter, you can say he knocked out Pedraza, he didn't, or you can just look at the level of opponents and how he going the distance. Like, Tevin Farmer is not about to, he don't have the jaw to take Tank Davis' power. He don't have the power to keep Tank up off of him. He not that good defensively. If James Tennyson was touching him up, Billy did. Like, it's just common sense, but people just want to make a easy scenario complicated. And I just think people that think like I think just want to see it to shut motherfuckers up. And then I really question people. Like, if you team Tevin Farmer, he from your city, he from your hood, you got love for him, you a fan, you extremist, you a man fan, apologist, or you just rooting for the nigga, like, cool. But if you somebody that know boxing and you like, oh, I pay $80, like, fuck up out of here. At the most, it's a 3-round fight. And I'm being generous with that. But another thing to think about it too, where if JoJo Diaz beat Tevin Farmer, now maybe they can get Gary Russell over there. Gary Russell, JoJo Diaz too for the belt. So I don't know, but it is what it is. He said Jose and a hooker would have done 1 million views on ESPN. Yeah, way more than 1 million. The zone is hurting fighters more than it's helping them. Nobody ever gonna go to the zone for boxing. They gotta find something else. I don't know if they gotta get a porn section, but nobody gonna be buying $20 a month for a boxing app. Like, how much is Apple Music? Like $10 a month? Like, the fuck out of here. Somebody more liable to buy 2 Apple Music accounts for they a significant other, their son or daughter, or niece and nephew before they buy the zone. There's so many ways you could take $20 a month and spend it better. You can get the new Disney Plus with ESPN Plus for $13.99 plus Hulu and Disney Plus. For $20 a month, you can get Showtime and have a couple dollars left over for a sandwich. For $20 a month, like, shit, you can do a lot with $20 a month. You can get YouTube Red for like $20 a month. You can get Sling TV. With $10 more, you get you a Fire Stick. Why would you prefer on Showtime pay-per-view to flop than the Zone 5 million if you know it's a 3-rounder? It's about power. It's about power. That's just what it is. It's about power. I'm talking from a fighter's perspective. Because they got to guarantee Tevin Farmer $3 million. And then money on him. He get $5 million. And Tank, they're going to take care of Tank. But it's about power. They're not, unless it's a Canelo or unless it's a Golovkin for Jamal or something like that, they're not sending nobody over there. They didn't even want to send Deontay Wilder over there for $100 million and then $120 million. So you think they're going to send Tank over there for $5 million? It don't benefit Al Heyman. It don't benefit them. They not about to send Mayweather not about to send a star pupil over there to the zone. And it makes sense. I feel like he gonna make easy work and get out of there. But they don't want the zone to get nothing off of them. He said Apple Music for a family of 6 is only $15. I got it for me and my little. Damn, see, you still got $5 left over to get you a sandwich. Jojo Diaz versus Tevin Farmer is a good fight to me. Skill wise, I feel they're kind of on this. No, it's not on the same level. It's not on the same level. Jojo Diaz will blow him out the water. You know, if that Jojo Diaz that showed, even the Jojo Diaz that showed up against the Drain one that showed up against Gary Russell. If Jojo Diaz don't stop fucking Tevin Farmer, he need to retire. That ain't no same level fight, in my opinion, Jason Sosa. Hell no. Jojo Diaz should run that cat out the gym, out the ring. That ain't fair. Jojo Diaz is an Olympian, an accomplished fighter. He better than Jose. I think he better than Jose Pedraza. You know, just thinking off top, I could be wrong. Good hand speed, good body puncher. Just seemed a little bit his energy level. I think if he was comfortable at 126, he may have got Gary Russell. He might have got Gary Russell on the cool. What you think about the Casino guy in the minute? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch enough. I know he beat Machado twice with like the same fucking punch. I don't think he factor into nothing unless they order him for Tank, and then that's a test. But he don't really factor into the big names right now until he get ordered. But you know, he dangerous. Alexander King. So Gervonta should fight Leo Santa Cruz. Exactly. I'm glad you took it there. Yep. You gotta fight Santa Cruz. Won't be Gary Russell. Wilder need $250 million for 3 fights to be owned by the zone. Yeah, whatever his price is, I ain't knocking him. I'm just saying, like, he ain't gonna get $100 million fighting his next 3 fights. He ain't definitely getting no. He definitely ain't getting all that from Luis Ortiz. She'd have been done with that 3-fight deal by now, with or without AJ. He'd have beat Brazil. He'd have fought Ortiz. He'd have did what he wanted to do. He had creative control, I believe. Then maybe it was some different language in there where they had like Tevin Farmer contract where, okay, if you win this fight, then we still control your next fight. So it probably was some funny language in there that made him say no. Diaz, I think will win, but I don't want to hype him up. He gonna win by a fucking mile. If Gervonta gonna win by a country mile, Jojo Diaz gonna win by easily. It's an easy win for him. Jojo better than Pedraza. Wow, I thought he is. I think Jojo Diaz better than Pedraza. Pedraza kills JoJo Diaz. I don't think so. He struggled. Didn't he struggle to beat Edna Cherry? No offense to Edna Cherry. I know his career over. I think he had a medical problem. But then JoJo Diaz barely beat Edna Cherry? Or am I tripping? Because that fight could have went Edna Cherry way for that belt. I think it was an IBF belt that he beat for Tank. Tank beat him for. If I'm not mistaken. Didn't he barely get that fucking belt versus Edna Cherry? I'm just saying. So, Edna Cherry, no offense, Edna Cherry arguably could have won that fight versus Jose Pedraza. So, Edna Cherry at that point, which was an old veteran with a few L's on his resume, who that fight could have easily went Edna Cherry way, is way better than JoJo Diaz then. That's all I'm asking. I'm not talking about Pedraza. I'm talking about Pedraza then. When he struggled to win the belt versus Edna Cherry, and I could be wrong, maybe I'm thinking about another Latino fighter or whatever the fuck that he is. I could be wrong. But I think my memory serves me correctly that he barely beat Edna Cherry. And I thought Edna Cherry won that fight, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm wrong. I gotta be wrong. Yes, he won a split decision. 2015. He won a split decision. He won a split decision over Edna Cherry when a lot of us thought Edna Cherry should have won that fight. So you telling me the guy who struggled with Edna Cherry, who was 34-6 going into that fight. Like, what win are y'all saying, like, Jose Pedraza is, just godly? Because Edna Cherry lost he lost his third professional fight. He lost another fight probably after that. Lost a couple more. Lost to Paul Malignaggi back in the day. I didn't know he fought him. He lost Timothy Bradley coming up. And he lost to Jose Pedraza. Split decision. Maybe I just thinking too highly of JoJo Diaz. Y'all right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I got the wrong Joseph Diaz. I just think JoJo Diaz impressed me in some of his fights coming up. He impressed me versus Gary Russell. I think if he had a little bit more energy level, he wasn't drained. I think he probably could have got Gary Russell. He debilitized Gary Russell a little bit with those body shots. But I could be wrong. He said Pedraza would be in JoJo's kitchen. That would play right into it. Maybe I'm tripping. Motherfuckers looking like, who's Edna Cherry? Who is that? Is that a drink? is that a new martini? is that a new martini? Who? That niggas on box right. Who's Edna Cherry? Come out the same gym as Keith Thurman, I believe. I just think JoJo Diaz impressed me. It's a good fighter. It was a fight that we was looking forward to going in. I think a lot of brothers wanted Jose Pedraza, Joseph Diaz to win because they felt that Joseph Diaz was going to be a more active champion than Gary Russell. So it was a lot of people thought that was a close call between JoJo and Gary Russell as far as going into the fight. Gary Russell did his thing. I think Gary Russell is a good talent, could be a generational talent. They just don't really fulfill his wishes enough as far as getting the proper opponents to put him in that position. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, take it for however you take it, bro. Take it for however you take it. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I got imagination out of this world. Maybe I don't. Maybe he didn't really fight Edna Cherry and it wasn't that close. Maybe I'm just tripping on you. Tripping on you. FHFX salute. Maybe I'm tripping on you. Maybe niggas get mad and shit. Niggas running over other niggas' channels like, oh, you heard what he said about Deontay? He said Judge Andy Ruiz could beat Deontay. Milwaukee best. Make a video about it, Milwaukee. But go tell Deontay never to interview with him. He's a Deontay Wilder hater. He said Andy Ruiz has a chance to beat Deontay Wilder. Oh, he's a coon. He says any heavyweight can beat any heavyweight in his division in the top 5. He's cool. He's a coon. take my blood pressure medicine. He's tripping. Oh, I don't have no life, so I live on YouTube. He's tripping. He's tripping. Can't nobody beat Deontay. He like Super Mario with the star. Can't nobody beat Deontay. Can't nobody. I mean, Deontay could beat Iron Man with his suit on. Deontay could beat Thor with his hammer. Right now, wake Ali up and bring him back in his prime. Deontay knock him out. Deontay, niggas be, oh, them niggas, I can't, that nigga, hoe ass nigga, you fuck that nigga, you send some super chats to fuel my anger. Send the super chats to rebuke CJ from the box community. Send the super chats. Send the super chats to pump me up. Don't worry. Niggas will get their wish. real soon, nigga. But yeah, man. Yeah, Wilder. Okay, the Los Angeles Staples Center was booked for November 9th, so somebody jumped the gun and said, "Oh, Wilder might be fighting November 9th." But that was a date that Wilder supposed to be fighting on. But it looked like Eddie Hearn is the one that got the Staples Center booked for November 9th for them two YouTubers is gonna be fighting possibly November 9th. What is that? Kissy and Logan? I don't know the motherfucker's name, but shout out to them. They get money, man. So Deontay Wilder fight is moving to November 29th. And when is Thanksgiving? That might be the day after Black Friday. They tripping, nigga. They tripping. I don't even fuck with Black Friday. Maybe Cyber Monday or some shit like that. So when is Thanksgiving? Is the Thanksgiving the 3rd? Is Thanksgiving the last Thursday of the month? I just like to eat. I ain't even gonna lie. I just like to eat on that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about the true meaning. I like to eat and watch the Lions play and the Cowboys and the Thursday night game. I like to enjoy my family. That's what Thanksgiving mean to me. See my family, eat, enjoy, build memories, watch Miles eat till the fuck he gets sick and get thrown up and get thrown in the basement. That's just what it mean to me. I know Eddie Hearn should enjoy. Yep, that's the day after Thanksgiving. Eddie Hearn should fucking enjoy Thanksgiving because he's a fucking real life pilgrim. So it's rumored that Wilder and Ortiz is gonna fight on Showtime pay-per-view. Let me see. It's on Boxing Scene, you know. I wish I would have knew about that Clarissa press conference. Maybe I would have drove up there. Hold on. Oh, it said 23rd. My bad. It said I heard 29th. It said the new day is the 23rd. My bad. Las Vegas. It says long discussed rematch targeted for November 9th at the Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, finally on the verge of becoming a reality. Just not for Deontay Wilder and Ortiz. The timeline has once again shifted to their yet to be scheduled heavyweight fight as has proposed location. Two sources involved in such talks have informed BoxingScene.com, is where I'm reading from, that the bout is penciled in with an eraser firmly attached at the end for November 23rd in Las Vegas, Nevada. A venue was I hate this fucking word. Was not specified. There we go. Maybe it's specifically. That's what I'm saying. By either source, although the T-Mobile Arena is definitely ruled out as the National Hockey League, NHL Vegas Golden Knights have a home scheduled on that date. So the forthcoming bout, which is still yet to be formally announced beyond Wilder, revealing it is signed and sealed back late May, has previously targeted for September 28th. Yup, November 9th. Heard it. With Staples Center as the initial frontrunner to host a fight on either date, Staples Center will now instead host a welterweight unification bout between Errol Spence and Sean Porter on September 29th, headlining on Fox pay-per-view. The November 9th date seems like a reality for Wilder Ortiz once the National Basketball schedule was announced on Monday, leaving it as the only available Saturday for the rest of the year. According to both sources, The decision was since made to have the fight instead take place in Las Vegas. It freed up opportunity for YouTube celebrities Logan Paul and KSI to take their second act to LA, as the Athletic had reported the rematch is heading to the venue to be promoted by Eddie Pilgrim Massa Hearns. Matchroom Boxing USA outfit. November 9th date remains possible for Wilder Ortiz too, although sources from both camps have alerted boxing to train and prepare for November 23rd. Either date presents the same availability or lack thereof in Las Vegas. The MGM Grand Garden Arena, where Wilder won his title in 12-round decision over Burmeister Bird. January 15th is available on both dates, as is the Mandalay Bay. The T-Mobile is booked on both dates. NHL on the 23rd, and the Professional Bull Riders World Series taking place November 6th and 10th. The memorable fight, first fight. Okay, I'll give a shit about that. Barclays, I don't know if they would do it to Barclays, but also it's a fucking long article. So, that's what I heard. They're gonna be fighting November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving, which is fucking horrible. Okay, who fuck want to be traveling right before Thanksgiving? I'm glad it ain't right after Thanksgiving. I think that would have been the worst case scenario. But let me double check and see what they saying on Twitter. Well, here goes some news. Amir Rahman has signed a multi-deal with Top Rank and will return in the fall. Okay, who cares? Young Waxter. So, yep, November 23rd. Yep. One reason dates keep shifting. Both Fox and Showtime expect to carry the pay-per-view fight, and it hasn't been sorted out. So that's another problem we got. So Mike Coppinger is saying that, and I'll drop that article in the chat. Both of them, both links, article and link in the chat from Mike Coppinger and Boxing Scene. So I'm gonna drop them in the chat so niggas will know. So you ain't gotta. I don't know why people don't source where they get that shit in their video from. I think that's the gayest shit going on YouTube. You feel me? Hold on. My bad. It's fucking tripping. Hold on. Tripping on you. It won't let me post a tweet in there. I don't know why. So I can't post a tweet. It's on Copyright page. So what they looking at is Tevin Espinoza. He said that he would hope Deontay Wilder would remain loyal to Showtime, and they wanted to carry the pay-per-view for Wilder and Ortiz. And I knew it was up between Fox and Showtime. I did a video about it, maybe a couple videos about it. So both trying to carry the pay-per-view. Deontay Build is following up. On regular network television. That's how Deontay became probably the biggest viewership puller on Showtime, is because he was getting highlight reel knockouts like on NBC and shit. So Stephen Espinoza told, I can't remember what interview it was he did it with. I think it was AB Boxing News, all right? I think it was AB Boxing News. He told him that he would hope that Deontay Wilder would choose to have a pay-per-view on Showtime because of the relationship they built and the loyalty that he says Wilder has. Obviously, it sounded like maybe Wilder or somebody else got other plans to put it on Fox. So it sounded like Showtime was banking on Wilder fighting on a network, and I heard they worked out a deal to give Wilder perks and CBS found a way to give him $20 million to fight Dominic Breazeale and keep it off pay-per-view. So personally, I would like to see it promoted by Fox, but it is what it is. It just seemed like it's a bad time to have that fight. It's a terrible time. They tried to do that fight in LA like the fuck. Like, you waited like May. We're going to do the fight. And you was supposed to get that fight in before the NBA season started. So you supposed to get that fight in before October 22nd to 23rd, which is a Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. The Battle of LA is the very first game in the NBA of the season out there. They had one job to do, and that was to get that fight made before the NBA season started. Now, the NBA should start Halloween, beginning of November, but they took away the back-to-backs. Okay? They took away the back-to-back games because the players were complaining. 3 games, 5 nights. Oh, I don't want to play back-to-back. Pussy-ass NBA players, right? Allen Iverson is 182 freaking pounds, and barely 6 foot, and he playing 82 games his whole career. But that's another conversation. Maybe an NBA stream coming, man. So that's what it is. So, see, you marinate, not PBC, just not marinating fights, not marinating. They marinating venues and shit. Now he got to go to Vegas, right? And you going to Vegas in the middle of football season, in the beginning, almost in the beginning of NCAA. They beat NCAA basketball, but also around that time, that's like conference championship time and rivalry week or conference championship time in NCAA football. A week later, NCAA basketball start. Also, you got the football season. College rivalry week, I think, is that week. And then next week, I think it's a championship week for certain teams. You got the NBA going, which is going to be highly popular. Like, that's the worst possible time to put a pay-per-view on if you're not like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. And even this day and age of piracy, that's the worst time. Watch Auburn and Alabama and drink all fucking day and night and party at Buffalo Wild Wings, hit the bar, Michigan, whatever the fuck, Michigan, Ohio State around that time. All day just rivalry games. Then you can watch LeBron play later or pay $85 for Wilder and Ortiz. And please. Nigga, please. It's just a bad time. That's a horrible time to do that fight. That's perhaps the worst time to do that fucking fight. Boxing do this shit on a consistent basis. They wait till the sports time. This is sports fiends time of the year. That's the perfect. Only sport you don't got going that we care about is the NCAA basketball. That's going to be going on like the week of Thanksgiving full swing. The Maui tournaments and shit like that. I could be wrong. It might be that week. You wait till the possible worst time of the year to put on Wilder and Ortiz. I'll keep it real. If I don't go to that bitch, and it's a chance I may go to that. If I don't go, I'm not paying for that shit. Because if I don't go to that fight, then I'm going to a Michigan-Ohio State game this year. And I think it's I think it might be in Ohio this year. Let me see. If it's that weekend. Let me see. No, it's the 30th. So it ain't that bad. Rivalry week must be the following fucking weekend. Hold on. Pull out my calendar. Ain't that bad. Yeah, it's the following weekend. Yep. So that's just regular NCAA. That's still NCAA football. So it's terrible. It's terrible. I wouldn't pay a dime to see that fight. Damn, Tim. I bet Tim spending money on vagina. I'm fucking with you, Tim. Before you get mad. Yes, like you said, too much going on. I got options. I mean, that's a tough. I ain't never been to Vegas before. So, and I ain't never been to a Michigan-Ohio State game. So maybe I'll come back and hit that up. So, yeah. That's around when soccer MLS finals are too. Damn. They just stupid. I ain't paying for that shit. I'll go to it, but I ain't paying for it. There ain't no pay-per-view fight. I ain't paying for the first fight. And what Ortiz done to do a second fight? Jeffrey Sharp said Porter for the upset. What did Ortiz done to excite me for a second fight? Only reason I'm excited for this fight is because of Julian J. Rock Williams. Because Julian J. Rock Williams had a 3-fight span where he didn't look like he was going to beat Jared Hurd. He came back to get knocked out by Charlo versus Joshua Conley. Henry Ramirez fighter. He used to train Chris Arreola. Then he came back versus Ishe Smith. Didn't look fantastic. Then he had a solid performance versus Nathaniel Gallimore, which he didn't look. It was all right. It didn't make you believe he was gonna beat Jared Hurd, but then he went in beast mode versus Jared Hurd. So I think the reason this fight gonna be so good between Wilder and Ortiz is because Ortiz know this is his last opportunity at glory. After this fight, Ortiz may not even get opportunity as a stepping stone in the division. Dan Du Bois might not fight him. Joe Joyce still might not fight him. Usyk may never fight him to get to the championship level. Kanauki may never fight him. So he may be subjected to, just Carmelo Anthonyism. Just maybe nobody give him a fight. He gets stuck fighting bums and shit like that. And people duck title eliminators. And, and they're going to wait till somebody knock his ass out now named Wilder. And then he going to become an opponent. Struggle Christian Hammer. He did. But like I said before, J Rock struggled with Nathaniel Gallimore a little bit. He struggled a little bit with a lot with Ishaq Smith. He didn't look really that good versus Joshua Conley neither. But when it was time to show up, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And like I say, pressure bust pipes, and it also builds diamond. And J Rock actually built the diamond. And like I said, on any given Saturday, any of these heavyweights can lose. It wouldn't shock me one bit that Luis Ortiz beat Deontay Wilder. You know why? Because I watched Tony Harrison beat Jamel Charlo. I heard the prospect Dylan Price lost for Mayweather Promotions earlier in the year. And then it got changed to no contest for whatever reason it is. I mean, we done seen so many upsets this year, dog. I can't even begin to even start. So everybody got a chance going into a fight. It's been so many upsets. And this Ortiz last chance at glory. This Luis Ortiz last chance, to really put food on this table. So I don't think it's gonna be a good pay-per-view. And I think they're gonna put it on pay-per-view. It didn't specify in the article, but I heard it's gonna be pay-per-view. And Tank might slide on versus Santa Cruz on pay-per-view. So PBC is on track to have 6 pay-per-views. They had one with Broner Pacquiao, one with Mikey Earl, Thurman Pacquiao, 4 make Sean Porter and Earl Spence, and 5 will make Deontay Wilder and Ortiz. So that'll be in the Mandalay Bay or the MGM Grand Garden. And a lot of fighters, Bushido Boxing Salute, a lot of fighters don't like to fight in the MGM Grand Garden. And Canelo don't want to fight there no more because they feel like that's Mayweather's house. And they don't want to fight. They want to build their own legacy. So, and Pacquiao historically fought at the Mandalay Bay with Top Rank too. Ortiz was knocked out, though. He getting knocked out quicker this time. Could. But it wouldn't shock me if you got a good performance from him. It wouldn't shock me if you got a bad. I definitely wouldn't shock me if you got a bad performance from him. I expected him to get beat up, but never know. Especially when Morales got so much momentum from knocking out Dominic Brazil like that, bro. But I just would like the way this year going. Y'all just being too passive with motherfuckers, dog. I'm cautious. This year made me keep my money in my pocket about boxing more than any other year. I'm cautious as hell. Boxing kind of salute. Is Ortiz? I don't know what they getting paid. Don't know. Fuck that. Y'all niggas be too comfortable for me. Yeah, Sean Porter's he's gonna buzzsaw Errol Spence. Errol Spence gonna buzzsaw Sean Porter. I'm like, nigga, I done seen so many upsets. I done heard about upsets. All that shit. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight on fucking with these shit financially fights. I'm straight. Y'all got a good ass memory. Some of you niggas should have been quarterbacks. They say you gotta have short-term memory being quarterbacks. Cause y'all forget quick as many upsets we seen this year. Jared Hurd and motherfucking J Rock in December. It was back in last year. The end of it was the both Charlo twins could arguably lost that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Anything can happen in this sport. Hell, anything, anybody can get. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. AB all day. Shit, it wouldn't surprise me if Ivan Reddick beat that ass. Y'all niggas just too comfortable in this Earl Spence. There's something irking me about this fight. I know it's gonna be a tough fight for a point period, but something irking me about this fight, dog. Something irking me. Like I said before the Kovalev and Alvarez 2 fights. I was like, I don't know. That was a totally different reason though. I picked Alvarez to win the rematch, but I said I wouldn't fuck with it. I said I don't know what Alvarez was doing. Was he partying in Brazil? All them bad women in Brazil? Was he knocking them down? And obviously he wasn't working. That motherfucker was just too comfortable after he beat Kovalev, dancing the streets with his belt. Like he was an undisputed champion. Adrian! We did it! Adrian! We did it! Adrian! No. Motherfucker came back and Kovalev outboxed that bitch. But Buddy McGurk was a good guy, was a good coach to have. He listened to Buddy McGurk. I seen him working out the other couple weeks ago. I think Kovalev gonna be dangerous on the back half of his career. I think he's gonna be dangerous, dog. because I see a lot. I see just the little small things that Buddy McGurk having them do. He teaching them the Negro secrets of boxing. Like I said before, I think Kovalev gonna be dangerous. I think he's gonna be dangerous. It seemed like if he mentally right, and I don't think he mentally right after all the stupid shit I heard. But it's just Buddy McGurk. He listening to him, man, and Kovalev has now become a true veteran of the game. He got all the talent in the world, and if Buddy McGurk can get him a left hook or overhand right, or definitely a left hook, I don't think it's a light heavyweight that's gonna beat him. Not named Berterbia. Berterbia the only one that can beat him. But I don't like the guy personally. But I'm just talking about from a boxing aspect. I mean, I had a very bad 2 years, but before I was a MoneyGram fiend, getting all $5 money 2 years ago. I'm putting 15K on Benavidez at 3-1. I wouldn't fuck with it neither. Nope. Good. I wouldn't put shit on that motherfucker, man. He ain't did shit. A motherfucker got to do something for me to unless you tank versus Tevin. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Anthony Durrell. He got real power. And then he already talking about retirement, so this is last hurrah. I ain't fucking with it. I'm not saying that Benavidez won't win, but I'm telling you, he got a lot of fucking confidence in himself. And I'm telling you, arrogance is next to failure. Is the road to failure. And Anthony Durrell can fucking punch. If Garville could put him on the canvas, but he do got Alex Ruiz in this corner, he might come out there like Super Mario with the star on his ass. But y'all can ask questions. I'll get to the Q&A. Y'all can ask questions. I see y'all on Facebook. And I'll get to the questions. Let me see if anybody has a question over there. If you got a question, I'll get to it now. Could Charlo fight Jacobs next year? I don't know. I don't know. Why would you even want to fight Jacobs after that performance, Brad? It don't make no sense. And Jacobs moved up to super middleweight too. He got his eye on Chavez. Chavez got his eye. Yes, Junior got his eye on Angulo. I got my money on AJ on the rematch. There's going to be a lot of broken Mexicans walking around. If there is a fucking rematch, AJ can't fight though. And if AJ do win, it's well because they pumped him up. If you catch my drift, AJ can't fucking fight. You know, or it's gonna be because Andy Ruiz is gonna be uncomfortable in that country. They're gonna make it very uncomfortable for him. But if they don't make it comfortable for him and give him the bodyguards that he need and give him the food that he want, it ain't gonna be no fight. And give him his money, it won't be a fight. Then your boy AJ got to go all the way around and pick up each 3 belts, which he'll never be a champion again, unless Eddie Hearn pulls some strings. He not gonna beat Wilder. If Konaki beat Puev, he not gonna beat him. He not fucking with Tyson Fury. It's another belt out there: WBC, WBA, WBO. Oh, all of them. I named them. It's over with for the nigga. Benavidez better not be on that powder. Nah, I don't even think it was the powder to begin with. I don't think it's the powder to begin with. I don't think he on that other powder. I think he on that Pacquiao powder shit, fucking with Alriza. Because this is my personal opinion. That shit going over a lot of people's head. Darrell been talking cash shit. I love it. I didn't hear one peep from him before the promo. I mean, do you ever hear from him? Do you ever hear? I know he wasn't trying to make that fight happen before. But do you ever hear him really say some shit? I bet MMA a lot. Yeah, I don't know shit too much about that. I just know that Khabib and McGregor card was the. I think that was the card that was the card of the decade for me. That's the best card of this decade. Combat sports wise, that I can remember, Khabib and Conor McGregor had the event of the decade. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That fight was so fucking lit, dog. I enjoyed that shit, dog. I'd have paid a ton of money to go to that bitch sit front row. If I know that I'm gonna get them type of results for a pay-per-view, they can have my $100. How would you feel about Crawford versus Canelo? Too much weight, bro. That's too much weight. It's not gonna happen. If Canelo was to come down there, it'd probably be for Pacquiao. That's just completely you asking a man that possibly be fighting a light heavyweight to fight a welterweight who just moved well. That's too much weight. That's what I was trying to explain about niggas about Errol Spence. Canelo, he might be taller than Canelo, but he not naturally bigger than Canelo as far as the boxing frame. But you can't explain shit to niggas. Only time motherfuckers understand until they got lose. Oh, Canelo was way bigger. Oh, Canelo should have fought earlier to catch weight. They don't understand until they don't even understand then. They just make excuses. I think Darrell really going to show up. Benavidez still the favorite, but not a huge favorite. Not huge as I think he ain't who the fuck he beat. I felt that Darrell had beat Saki Bika, but that was when he was a little bit fresher. But definitely Benavidez the favorite. Should Jacobs go to the zone like Crawford should go to PBC? Where are the top fighters at? Should Jacobs go to the zone like Crawford should go? I don't get what you're saying. He said, should Jacobs go to the zone? Like, Jacobs is on the zone. What you talking about? Jacobs on the zone, bro. Charlo, not Jacobs. Charlo. Well, I mean, they offered him. It ain't enough money. It eventually turned around. What if Derevchenko beat Golovkin? Which I don't think so. Then PBC got 2 belts. And DAZN got 2 belts. No, he shouldn't go. He shouldn't for what? It don't make no sense to me. Because if they're not gonna pay you right, and Demetrius Andrade on his own, he ain't fighting nobody. He can't even get a Canelo fight. He not getting Canelo. I don't believe so. Not right now. Brandon Adams versus Canelo. Karate Body said, I feel you, CJ, but you just going on my gut feeling, derailing activity, him being long in the tooth, just feel like, man, but you also not think about who the fuck Benavidez ever fought. Real shit. Experience is something to be said. Who has he ever fought? Ronald Garville is the prominent opponent that he fought. And he arguably lost the first fight to Ronald Garville. I don't know too many people that rank Ronald Garville higher than Darrell. And you got to remember, Benavidez is a baby. This is going to be a tough test for him, especially you got a guy that got 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Now, you can also play devil's advocate and say, he do got 1 foot out the door, 1 foot out the door. So, in a time where David Benavidez start putting on his ass, is he going to quit? Because he already ready to retire, get his check and leave? So, you also got to think about that too. It's experience. Benavidez don't have no experience versus no fighter on the top level, bro. None. Nobody even know who the fuck Ronald Garville was. Like, who? What TMT fighter? Like, he was 20 years old. He's a baby. People forget Benavidez like 20 years old. He's a baby. He used to be like 340 pounds. A lot of people don't know that. He's 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? He beat Jalen Love, Garville in the unanimous decision, split decision versus Gardell, Porky Medina. He stopped Dennis Douglas, who apparently made Darrell quit, but Darrell won. I don't know what happened in that fight. But he ain't really fought nobody, bro. So this would be a notch under his belt. This is his first real world championship fight for me versus a world-class level fighter. Just my opinion on it. No disrespect to Ronald Garville, which I think is a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. Benavidez getting KO'd. I don't know about that. What time is it? Showtime. I need some energy. Like, I thought the sun was gonna come falling down on that nigga Sean Porter. Hey, NBT Boxing on Twitter. I gotta follow NBT Boxing. He funny. He put that motherfucker Coming to America clip where the nigga was singing and dropped the mic and then everybody was like, okay. That shit talking about Sean Porter. I was dying laughing this morning. Brandon Adams seems like a 54, not close to being Canelo level. He more 54, but hey. Do you think Spencer's going to stop Porter? Gut feeling? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe. Sean Porter ain't never been stopped. Only time I seen Sean Porter down was versus Adrian Broner. He pulled that left hook out his ass. He got cooked! Hey, Miles. This nigga sleep for real. He ain't one of them deep sleeps. Miles. That nigga sleep. Now, if I touch him, he gonna wake up and try to bite me. Because he did it before. He woke up like, oh, nigga, that's you? Oh, yeah, man. He ain't one of them deep sleeps. My dog, I only see my dog in one of them deep sleeps once like this. Like I said, I would try to touch him. He was he about to bite my ass. I ain't fucking with that nigga. He got it. Now, if a nigga open up a bag of chips or some shit, that nigga, man, you could be up the street. You open up a bag of popcorn, my dog gonna find your ass. So I don't know if Spence gonna stop Porter. I don't. I ain't never heard about Porter being knocked out. So we'll see. It's a possibility. Karate Body, I won 10K on Khabib. I have receipts. Shit, nigga. I would have sent that nigga like 10%, nigga. He put on when he got out the cage whooping niggas ass. I said, oh yeah, I fuck with him. I don't even know who the fuck he is. I just know he didn't show up to the press conference. I fuck with him. A nigga say, what you say? He threw his mouth pen. Nigga, start whooping nigga. Then they jumped in and started beating Conor McGregor. Dana White needed that. Canelo was not trying to make welterweight. You ain't lying, man. I mean, it'd have to be like 152, 154. Pac-Man can put on one. Pac-Man can't put on shit. Pac-Man, you asking a 40-year-old to go up to another weight to 160. Hell no. You ain't doing that. You smoking crack. I don't think Spence should be fighting at 47, to be honest. Why not? Why not? He started off at 154. Why not? If he can make the weight, ain't no debate. Will Charlo get big fights if he goes to the zone? Is Demetrius Andrade getting big fights, Brad? You let me know. Pac-Man is the GOAT. GOAT, man. GOAT, man. No, he not. Pac-Man not even the top 10 fucking fighter. Please. You talking about Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, Tommy. If you're not even including heavyweights. We including heavyweights, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali. Who the fuck else you got? There's a ton of them. Roy, he not better than Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? He not better than Hagler. You just keep going on and on, motherfucker. He might not have beat a fucking prime Oscar De La Hoya at 100 some of them lower weight classes. Trinidad, well, he got cooked. Salvador Sanchez is another guy somewhere. Chavez would have gave him a really good fight. Roberto Duran would have wiped the flow like Blueface with the nigga. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? You just keep going down. You had Aaron Pryor that gave him a run for his money. Alexis Arguello. I mean, you talking about a young prime Floyd Mayweather who was a good fighter. Y'all niggas be tripping. Y'all forgot he the GOAT, but he lost to Morales in his prime, right? He lost to Eric Morales. So you telling me Floyd Mayweather can do what Morales did? Come on. Stop playing with me. Darrell is real experience. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I know he don't have a ton. He got a ton of talent though, and he got Alex Ruiz on his side. Just look like he's walking around at 190 fighting at 140. He ain't the nigga. Duran was doing that shit. That bitch was like 180 walking fighting that lightweight or some shit. Errol Spence ain't the first or the last, nigga. Nigga Trinidad, man, y'all talk, Errol Spence not even a big welterweight. Not one of the biggest I've seen. People forget Tommy Hearns went up to cruiserweight. Felix Trinidad ended up at super middleweight, I believe. Like, shit. Like, them niggas went up. Roberto Duran battled Marvin Hagler. I think he started off at 135. So, to me, it ain't shit. Had it been 1,000 belts around, 35, 40, 47, 54, 60. Duran could have been a 5-division champion. I don't think he fought at 140. Don't forget, Roy Jones started off at 54, 60, 68, 75 heavyweight. To me, what Roy Jones did was more impressive than what Pacquiao did. Because Roy Jones wasn't fighting at no fucking catchweight. True, I heard that shit like years ago. Yeah. Now you're getting into the Trump economy. I don't know much about it, but somebody, one of the financial predictors, forecast, whatever, they record. As soon as Trump got in office, they predicted that shit. Shit, it don't affect Detroit. Detroit been in one. My dog be storing hard, boy. Food like smell sauce. This nigga was snoring. Yep. Put some money up. They gonna blame Obama for this, huh? Jonathan Wick stupid. I'm not saying that. This nigga stupid. I'm in love with the Coco. Carlos Monzon, another one. He from Argentina, I think. That Pacquiao definitely top 10 based on how is he top 10 based on accomplishments? Because had it been 1,000 belts for Roberto Duran, had it been 1,000 belts for Henry Armstrong, had it been 1,000 belts for Sugar Ray Robinson, you feel me? Had it been 1,000 belts for Willie Pep, had it been 1,000 belts for other fighters, like no, he's just a product of a ton of belts generation. He's a product of having 1,000 belts. Nigga, when Ray Robinson was fighting, they probably had one belt per division. When Don Curry won the belt, and Honey got, I think it was only 2 belts, 2 major belts. That nigga's a product. He up now. Is you up? Nope. You stretch. He's a product of having multi belts. That's it. If it was one or two sanctioning belt bodies. You think Pacquiao would have been A division champion? No. Or at least it would have been harder. He just couldn't come pick the weakest champion and say I was a champion. No. He's a title holder. If it was one belt or two belts, you got to see at least the first or second best guy in the division. Pacquiao's being like the WBO champion, or this if the IBF had the weakest champion, or WBC, WBA had the weakest champion. He was cherry picking the weakest champion. Come on. He won a belt versus Margarito. Was Margarito the best 154 pounder at the time? I really don't remember. I wouldn't believe so. Come on, you got to really read into that shit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That nigga cherry picked his way to the top. Don't even get started on Floyd before you crack on Pacquiao. Pacquiao wasn't fighting the best available. He's fighting the easiest champion there. Yeah, Durant's still fucking a professional fighter low key. I don't know how many he won off the top Durant. It'd be nice for somebody to research it. Eight divisions though. He had 8 divisions. He won his last belt at a catchweight, Flame 24. He won it at a catchweight. How's you a champion and you not even fighting at the foot? You drained the niggas. He beat De La Hoya at a catchweight. Come on. You catchweight, and that's like Roy Jones going up and saying, John Ruiz, fight me at 190. Or fight me at 195. No. He's a product of a ton of belts in his generation. That's it. I would love to go back and see who was the guys in the divisions when he fought them. 3 or 4 belts. He'd have never been 8 division champion. But when you could take the route of least resistance, he the weakest, I could beat him. No, you just sitting there, you beating him. But you didn't beat the lineal champ or the quote unquote the guy in the division. Like, no, you don't get no credit for that, bro. Mr. Child salute. You don't get no credit for that. He won belts in 6 division, that 8 division belt shit fake. Probably is. He probably got the regular belt, intercontinental belt. Nigga thought it was Chris Jericho. Break the walls down! Did Pacquiao ever become unified? I'm pretty sure he was. WBC been around since 9. So which one is the earliest? I think it was the WBA is the earliest one. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I can't remember everything. So he said 1962. So the WBA been around 1921. It was the NBA at first. And then it became the WBA 57 years later, 1962. Whatever. 57 years ago. So yeah, WBA been around the longest. Yep, it been around the longest. Yeah, I think that's correct. I don't have to research that. That's correct. It been around the longest. I'm not about to sit here and debate niggas about Pacquiao. It's just stupid. That's still impressive from where he started. And he started at whatever you want to say, bro. Because half Floyd Mayweather did it and fought niggas at a catch weight. No, motherfucker wasn't fighting the best, dog. That motherfucker was catch weight motherfuckers. I don't respect Pacquiao, bro. I don't. I'm not gonna just sit here and lie to you motherfuckers. My personal beliefs kicking in. I don't respect that nigga, man. That nigga's manufactured with needles and as a boxer. Floyd fought the best available until he got the Gotti right. Yeah, because he was trying to fight. Man, Floyd tried to fight Barrera, Casamayor, Eric Morales. They didn't want to fight him. I think Costa Zoo didn't want to fight him. So shit, they put Floyd in the ice freezer, bro. They started Floyd out first, and when Floyd got in position, then he just started beating the fuck out of the Mexicans. But Morales, Barrera, Shane Mosley didn't want to fight him. He black though. Casa Mayorga, Prince Nassim, I think didn't want to fight him. Costa Zoo didn't want to fight him. So yeah, his first fight at 140 pounds. I can't remember the guys. Now I'm gonna look it up. It was a Puerto Rican guy. Nobody from Press Row came and showed up to watch Floyd Mayweather first fight. Nobody coach showed up to Floyd Mayweather fight. Nobody was at first row for this fight. He was still with Top Rank, I believe. I'm gonna tell you the fight. You can go back and watch it. You can listen to the sound. And HBO said, "Well, nobody at that fight." I think it was Henry Brussels. I think it was that fight. I think it was Henry Brussels. Maybe it wasn't Henry Brussels. Hold on. Yeah, it was Henry Brussels. Yep, it was Henry Brussels. It wasn't in Vegas. That was in Miami, American Airline Arena. I didn't even know Floyd had fought in Miami. I forgot that shit. Samuel Peters was on the undercard. Yup. Nobody came to Miami. That's why they don't do fights in Miami now. Nobody came to watch Floyd Mayweather versus Henry Brussels in Miami. Yup, that's what it was. I forgot that fight was in Miami. Fuck. Henry Armstrong, yeah, I just mentioned him. Nick M said it wasn't 8 major titles. See? The Zone will never recoup their money off Cinnamon. Floyd catchweight too. He ain't fucking Canelo to catchweight. That's it. Who else he fought? Oh, Marquez. Marquez asked for the catchweight, and then Floyd didn't abide by it. Who did Floyd fight at 154? Was it just Canelo? Maybe Oscar De La Hoya. Didn't they fight for a title? Didn't De La Hoya have a title? So he won the title already without a catchweight versus De La Hoya. Pacquiao didn't do that. I'm glad Marquez knocked Mario Cachimaro. Cachimaro was a pretty good fighter. Marquez is a good fighter. Ma fighting Dan Rayfield. And Cotto. Yeah, Cotto was good. Yeah, he fought Cotto. Yep, at 54. I forgot about that, G Black. So salute to you for Golden Boy 150 pounds. No, it wasn't no 150 pounds, was it? You might be right. Shit, I don't fucking remember what the fuck it was. Let me see. You might be right. I don't think it was at no 150 pounds. It wasn't. Hold on. Let me see. BoxRec don't tell you. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it was 150 pounds. You're right. Yep, it was. Hold on. It was 150 pounds. Hold on. She said both fighters hit the 100, made the 100. Yeah, it was at. It was at 154 pounds. Both fighters made 154 pound weight limit. Mayweather weighing in at 150 pounds. De La Hoya hitting the scales at 154. Rapper 50 Cent accompanied Mayweather to the stage. Draped. Donald Banks, bald headed niggas in the house. What we talking about, ho? And sandwiches. Sandwiches. You niggas stupid. Appreciate the super chat. Y'all forgot it. Yeah, it was at one. It wasn't no catch weight. It was at 154 pounds. He fought De La Hoya at 154. I just read it. I'll put the article link in the description if you allow me to. It was 154 pounds. Floyd came in at 150. And De La Hoya came in at 154. There you go. He fought Canelo at 152, yeah. He fought Cotto at 54. Yep. Cotto wasn't going down. Would Charlo go to the zone like Crawford mother? Yeah, just answer that question, man. You got the same question, just answer it. I remember when Redhead was crying because Floyd made him drop 2 pounds. And ever since Floyd made that nigga drop 2 pounds, that nigga Redhead been taking it out on everybody else. Canelo been making niggas feel that shit, nigga. Like, you gonna feel me, nigga. Like, you Tupac, nigga. You gonna feel me, nigga. For real. Ever since then, Canelo been taking it out on everybody else. Since Floyd bullied him in fucking negotiations, Canelo won't even let a nigga breathe in negotiations, nigga. It's a wrap. Canelo won't even let you. Nope, nigga. You can't even get that, nigga. You can't even get that. But yeah, I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Elvis, at least on Facebook, has left the building. Elvis is